Only 32 gigs of RAM, and I need to up the speed to higher. Yeah, if I don't have my graphics monitor, it's like 175 locked a majority of the time. 240 hertz monitor? Nah. GTA's engine is capped out at 187. So you see I'm locked at 175? If I take off the cap, you see how it locks at 187? See how it won't go any higher than that? Even though the cap's off? 187 is the engine limit. It won't go any higher than that. That's as high as the game goes. See, look, I look back, it's like 170. Go forward, up. I think Red Dead's FPS limit is like 250. Cap back on. We're fine. Then the graphics mod back on. Which so far does fucking nothing off on. It's literally adding vignette. What? 100 frames per second lost. Because of vignette. I'm keeping it off. Waiting for the day Dundee, Benji, and X3 roll deep, causing havoc again. Uncle Stacks, that'd be such a good day, won't it, my friend? Oh my God, so nice. I didn't know Normie Boons made you pregnant.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. I'm back. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry for what I did, Junior.
Let me just ride the bike down the road and come back. All right.
Okay.
Can you talk?
Come!
Oh, that's been. Oh!
Come!
Ooh. How
Come!
much?
Lots!
How much come? How
Lots
much
of come!
Lots? Everywhere?
Cocks! Penis!
Cock?
Dicks!
Cock, cum, penis.
Dicks!
Cock, cum, penis, ejaculates.
Dicks!
Scrotum.
Dicks!
Shaft.
You know, I was cleaning my house, I was cleaning my kitchen, and I was rubbing the bottom of my sink shaft, and honestly, it literally felt like I was jerking off a dick. Like it was like the perfect thing.
Sink shaft. Are you talking about the fucking pipes underneath the fucking sink?
No, like
about the pipes.
No, like the faucet thing that connects like at the top of the sink. The hose, like the
tap.
Like the tap.
Cleaning
like,
the tap. The sink shaft.
Yeah, the sink shaft.
Oh.
It's like the thing where the pipe where the water goes like up from underneath the sink and then into into the faucet, like the sink shaft.
Okay, look, listen.
You know what my tap is, you know what
the
I mean.
ones, the ones you have are very fancy, okay? It's not like that everywhere, right? I'll tell you that much. So, look, it makes
shaft.
it very much more, yes, it definitely, yes, it definitely does. Definitely does. Anyway.
Felt like a good rub and tug.
Fuck.
Look, Junior.
Hey. Yes.
I don't have any recollection of who I used to be. This terrible person that kept being spoken words about me. That wasn't me. I'm sorry. If it was me, I don't want to do it again. I want to be different this time. I want to relearn. I want to go back to my family. Because my family looks like it's falling apart and it needs someone to bring it back.
That's the way you see it, but what if that's not the case, D? Do you still want to be a part of that family?
Yes.
So it's more than just wanting to pull it back together.
I wanted to go back to where I wanted to be.
Listen, I'm trying to understand that this is this can be a very interesting question. This can be a very deep question, but it can be very
Just ask it.
how can people trust that what you're saying now is true and that you're not just fucking lying? That you do actually remember shit. That you want to just be back in the club in some capacity, so you can just fucking destroy it from the inside out. Out of hatred, I guess. How can people be sure? How can they be comfortable knowing that that everything's gonna be alright? How can they feel safe?
What makes you think I need to be inside the club to destroy it?
That's a good point. It's a very good point.
Why do I have to be in it to cause harm?
It's true.
You do realize that I had 2 of the biggest gangs in the city offer to destroy you, and I turned them down.
I didn't know that, but you know, someone assumed so when you guys came down to the billion. I didn't even know you guys did that.
No, they wanted to, because they heard what happened to me, and they wanted to go after you fellas, and I said no. I have multiple gangs that would happily go after BBMC for me. They even offered me to join them.
Besides the reason with fear, is there any other guarantee?
Fear?
Well, you just said, you know, we had to trust you because of the power that you have, the people that you know. We had to trust you based off the things that you can do, not, you know, can do to us, not for us.
If I wanted to hurt the BBMC, I don't need, what I'm trying to say is I don't need to be inside the club to hurt the BBMC. If that was my end goal, if that's what I truly wanted, I don't need to be inside the club to do it. Instead, I'm telling people don't hurt them, let them be. I'm being apologetic. I'm not justifying any of the things that I did, Junior. I'm sorry for who I apparently was. I have no memory of this. And I want to do better. If my end goal was to make BBMC crumble, Junior, you would have been dead 4 days ago.
I understand that. Listen. How bad do you want it, D? How bad do you want to be back with the family? What extent would you go to?
I'm not becoming a hangaround.
Okay. Yes, since you brought that up, I hear that you want to come back as a Prime Minister.
I want to come back as the PM.
I'm assuming you understand what you're asking for, right? You understand how much you're asking for, and why these questions are being asked.
I understand. I want to come back as the Prime Minister.
What difference would it make for everyone if you were the Prime Minister or not Prime Minister? What would that change?
I don't know, Junior. If I don't come back, I guess you just live a perfectly happy life without me. If I do come back, well then you gotta worry about me tearing it all down again, don't you?
Here's the thing.
Finn for PM!
By you coming back as a PM, or even the thought of it, right? It puts, you know, as you would assume, it would be put in a position where people would have to decide one or the other, right? Is this true?
Yes.
You or and remember when we were on the same fucking bench? You remember the question he asked me about Eggman? Remember how naive I was? How I thought I knew the answer? Do you remember that, D? If you were to ask me to put a bullet in his head what would I do? And how quickly and confident I thought I was that I knew the right answer to that question. I said very quickly, yes, I'll do it for you. And you told me that I was fucking wrong. Remember that? This very bench, D, this very spots. In my eyes, there is no side. There is no this or that. You taught me a very valuable lesson about this club. It's a patch of everything. The club first. That's the only way. And it's something that I've upheld pretty much my whole life. And then the other day when all the shit happened, it's probably the first time I fucking felt like, fuck. Felt like I genuinely fucking failed hard on that. I made the biggest mistake when I thought I wasn't. So what do I do? If I'm put in a position where I have to choose a person or one or the other over the club, or what's good for the club, what do I do? What should I do? What is the right thing to do?
Only you can answer that, Junior. If you think I'm a right fit for the club, then vote me back in. But if you think I'm just gonna tear it down like I did, then say no.
I feel like whatever fucking happens, I feel like you're my brother. You'll always be my brother. There's a lot of shit that's happened since you've been gone, D, as you would expect. And the club has been tested in a lot of different ways than before. Whether one is to lead with fear or lead with respect, there's always still going to be issues. There's always still going to be problems. There's always going to be something or someone that is unhappy. There's always going to be something that's wrong. There's going to be some things that are right. But it comes down to intention. It comes down to how you want to be. How do you live? How do you live a life? It comes down to what legacy do you want to leave?
One for my mum.
For your mum? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
We're in Vespucci because my mum loved the beach. We wear denim because she loved wearing denim. Why do I get so angry when I see the club using drugs and drinking?
Are you asking me that question, D?
Why do I hate it so much?
I used to pop pills right next to you, man. What the fuck?
I meant like acid, not pingers.
Oh, crazy shit.
The take you out ones.
It's never really been my thing, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I have, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
When I was on the shit, I did some shitty things. And one of them led to my mum. Look. I fucked up. I fucked up big time. In a drunken rage, after she was trying to stop me fighting. Just some fucking random bartenders at a club because I drank too much. In an anger, I threw her onto the street. Right in front of a bus. She died. And I live with that now. You're wearing my mum's clothes, is what you're wearing.
Wait, what do you mean? This is my clothes.
The denim,
You
the
guys
denim
gave
jacket.
me this jacket. What do you mean?
The denim jacket.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
guys
it's
got
like,
it for me. You went up to the,
like,
the shop up with Spitz.
yeah, I know, but like, it's you know, no, but I mean, I know that, but I made them myself. Like it's made for my mum.
Wait, was your mum a 3XL too?
No, my mum was a 2XL. Okay, I want to make that very clear. Also, women's 2XL, and so I made that denim myself in honor of my mum. So wearing my mum's clothes.
Just wondering why this was so tight around my chest, man. What the fuck?
Okay, but you're repping her, is what I'm trying to say. So can you see how bad it would be for me to see what I made turn into something I made for my mum, so that she could be remembered?
Your
just
legacy.
Like yes, that's what. Yeah. So remembered as my legacy. Exactly.
I guess this, in a ways, turns into, like I said before. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to continue Mum's legacy?
What do you want me to do?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the answer to that. You said before you don't want to be a hang-around, but does that mean that you want to be nothing but the Prime Minister? Is that what that means?
Yes.
Okay. I understand that.
I'm only coming back if I'm the Prime Minister. No other role.
What would Mum think? What would she want you to do?
I cannot come back as anyone else.
She wants you to do what you need to do to continue that? What would you do for her, man?
I don't know, Junior. I don't think I could ever get the vote back. Even if I went into the club, I'm just gonna be seen as this bad person forever, and you know that. If I can't change their trust now, I never will be able to. You know how slow BBMC can be on these things. Look at how long some of our members take to go up the ranks.
I think you'll be very surprised, especially with how much has changed. The BBMC now is. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not the same as before. There have been a lot of changes. There is a lot of good, and there's a lot of difference, we'll say. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. But overall,
I hate this lighting, man.
I don't know the answer. High Command doesn't know the answer. High Command is still figuring out. I think one thing that we did know is that we wanted to be a better club. I'm not saying that we didn't want that before. It was a lot harder before. I'm gonna be honest with you, D. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I know that you want me to fucking just sit here and fucking sugarcoat everything and just talk shit to you, because you know me better than that, D. You know I'm always gonna fucking tell you how it is. You know that I always done that before, but always know that when I did, it always came from a place of love. It always came from because I wanted you to be the best Prime Minister that you could be. Just like the conversation I had with you on the phone, what feels like fucking forever ago now. I wish I pushed harder. I told you on the phone that you need to be the leader that we need you to be, and I wish I fucking said that more. I wish I said that to you every day. We can't change past, right?
I can only try and fix it.
Yeah.
I don't have any justification for what I did. I don't, I am sorry. I want to change, I want to be better, I want to prove it to you.
Yeah, it's, the ways I believe you, You say that. I want you to know my fears and I guess the concerns, if you will, the questions that I have. It's not for me. I'm just another person. I understand the good I do for the club, but in the same respect, I understand that I'm replaceable. My time here on this earth, I believe, is to be used to the best that I, be the best person I can be and do the most that I can for the people that I love. Ultimately, it's not about me. It's more than that. These questions that are concerned is for the club, for the patch. Everything that has been instilled in me by you and my family ever since I was a fucking hang-around. Ever since I saw Shane and Colin inside Benny's and they told me to come and hang out. Ever since you went through all the shits, started putting weed in the bin, doing jobs, you finally fucking remembering my name. To me, putting my jacket online for people in this club that will do better like Antonio. So holding it down even when I'm about to die, when we're doing that fucking run. Me and you in that car, drag my body to make sure that the job got done. To Barry and what he is doing now, for the good of the club. All the way to here where we are. Everything I do is for the club. I do is for this patch. Is what I was taught and is what I know.
Then help me be PM again.
What if you were to join the club and you weren't? From what, if you could understand, what you're asking for is ultimate compromise. If you are, I guess, truly remorseful in a way, is there a world where you are not the PM but you are part of the club?
No.
It's all or nothing.
How can I be? I cannot remember the terrible things that I did. You described me as a person I cannot remember. It's PM or nothing, Junior. I cannot join my creation as an inferior, low-level person. This was my creation. I was never meant to be lower than the PM. The only time that was meant to happen is when I was dead. I shouldn't use the word inferior, but lower. I cannot
say.
Not inferior, but lower. It's my club. It's our family. This club was made for me. At the moment, it's yours.
It's not mine.
Well, it's not mine. I can't rejoin the club as anything but the PM.
Why? What's so bad about that? What's so different about that? Look. I'm asking you. I understand what you're saying. I'm not clueless, D. I'm not clueless. But I want to hear from you, from your point of view, from your mind. Why?
I want you to imagine that you make a gang. Make this gang. This gang is your family, everything that you've done. You've given up everything for this gang. This gang has everything that you've ever wanted. It's achieved all of your goals, all of your dreams. Then one day you wake up and you're covered in blood. You can't remember what you've done wrong. You can't not understand or even comprehend why anything that's happened has happened. And when you go down, you see people shooting each other. You see people speaking in code. You see people hiding things. And then you get a big spiel being told that you need to step down as the PM, you're a terrible person. Could you accept that role of going in as a prospect? Knowing that the club that you made, the club that you created, the club that you put everything into, go in as a prospect? You know how that makes me feel? That makes me feel like I can't be fucking trusted. And I'm sorry. But I'm just gonna end up like Pez. I'm just gonna go into a meeting and everyone puts their hand in the air and say that it can't be trusted. I will never go back.
You won't. You won't end up like that.
I will. I'd restart. I will never be leader again.
How do you know that? You're asking us to trust you, but do you trust us? Do you trust me at least?
Point a gun.
You're asking us. Why?
You asked if I trust you. Point a gun to me.
I'm not gonna do that.
Why not?
There's no point. I don't pull a gun on nobody unless I plan on fucking using a D. And I don't plan on using it.
Pull a gun and point it to the ocean.
What's the ocean do, man? It's a nice ocean.
What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm alone. No one is going to hurt you. I didn't trust you.
I already knew this because Jeff told me he'd done the same thing.
Oh.
Sorry, it was, you know, I just, yeah.
Well, it was meant to be this really cool thing, but I guess fine, whatever. Thanks, Chip. I just can't. I just can't come back as anything but the PM. I'm not asking today, but I can't come back as anything else. I cannot come back as a prospect. I cannot come back as a patch member. I am ultimately a leader, and I hate being anything but.
You gotta... I know, I get what you were saying before, right? Like how you don't know, and I'm not trying to say that, you know. But, D, just because you remember, or just because you don't remember these things, it doesn't mean they didn't happen, D.
And I'm sorry that they did.
D, I know you genuinely are. I know.
I can't go back and change.
No,
but I can change what I can do now.
Take that if you need.
Hello, Faye.
Why were you at the Billy the other day with Junior and Marty and Benji? Why did you come down?
We could talk about that in person. I'm only speaking with Junior.
Did Junior call you down?
We could talk about that in person, Faye. I would love to have a discussion with you.
All right. I'll talk to you later then.
Man, Faye sounds like she really trusts me, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but same way.
You know how many chances I gave her?
Whatever.
Man, I should have stuck with my gut, maybe. I gave her so many chances. I felt like she didn't fit.
Listen. Before you say anything, that I know, I get it. I understand. I know what you mean.
Hey, the final buzz.
You don't need to tell me, brother.
I gave her everything, and now she wants to take it all from me.
It's definitely one way to look at it, D. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with you, because I understand what you're saying. I'm gonna be honest, it's definitely one way to look at it, D.
I think I need to go talk with her.
You wanna go and speak to more high command?
I'm not here just to talk to High Command. I'm here to speak to everyone.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, you said you want to go to Faye? Ah, come on.
What?
I'm just joking. Bad joke. Sorry. I couldn't help it. My bad. Sorry. Don't punch me. Please don't punch me. Sorry. That was a bad joke.
Huh. 4 months. Look, it's pretty predictable that she's gonna stab me.
Think so?
Look, man, we got a problem. If I go to talk to her, she's going to fucking stab me. You know that, and you know that I have protection. You know what that means, right? I need a witness. Can you secretly be there?
As long as I tell other people that I'm there. As long as I tell other people, as long as other people in the club know. Not everyone.
But you know what's gonna happen, right? My protection's gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. She's gonna stab me. She's gonna get shot. And then you know what she's gonna say, right? You know what message that's gonna echo?
Wait. You just told me to aim a gun at you and you said that you trust me. You said no one's here.
I don't trust Faye.
Oh. You see.
Well, I trust Faye. I don't trust Faye not to stab me.
You want me to tell her not to do anything crazy?
Let her do what she's gotta do, man. Just gotta get it out of her, then gotta get it out of her. But look, you know what's gonna happen next when she stabs me. I'm just saying,
What's gonna
bro.
happen after that?
Bro, she's gonna.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
She's gonna, because what happens is that my protection's gonna shoot her, and then she's gonna go back saying Dundee shot her.
It's good that you're explaining all this to me now, right? Nah. How do we do this? It's Buck. Oh yes, Buck said hi by the way, and I said you're probably gonna be able to say it to his face. Yeah, what's up, brother? Sorry, I'm still alive. Still talking to old me. Yeah, it's Gucci. All right.
Protection? Well, I mean, I'm not threatening the club. I'm just saying, you know.
Man, you know the other day, bro, people were fucking thinking I was secretly meeting up with you. That I was fucking going behind the closed back. Before everyone started getting crazy, I hadn't even fucking ran into you yet, cunt. How do you think that makes me feel? Why am I still doing this shit? You know, do I look stupid? No, because I don't do it for what other people think about me, how they perceive me or whatever. I know why I'm doing what I do. That's why the question you asked me, what would I do? Would I come back as a prospect, patch, hang around, whatever the fuck? My honest answer, D, if it was that important to me, I would do whatever I need to do. If I wanted to continue my family's legacy, my mom's legacy, I would do whatever I fucking need to. And if that legacy be from the position of a hangaround for the rest of my life, so be it. Saying this though, this is purely what I would do. Junior meets. You are not junior. And do I think that if you were to come back in whatever fucking position it is besides PM, do I think that you're gonna, do I honestly think that you would be in that position forever?
I'm open to high command.
My honest answer, what?
I'm open to being in a high command position.
And nothing below that.
Nothing below high command.
What about a co-leader? Co-PM.
Is it high command?
Co-PM. You'd be the other person in charge. You and fucking Barry, I guess. I don't know.
You do realize what VPN and PM stand for, right?
Prime Minister.
Yeah, but B&I treated it as co-PMs already.
Is that truly what happened, D? You can't look at me in my face and say that's truly how it was, D. Come on now.
There is a
Come
reason
on,
why
D.
there
There
was
was
a thing called
decisions.
husband high command.
Yes. D. You can't look me in my face and tell me that there was times where you would just override or try to or actually
You ever read
do.
me too?
Come on, D. Yeah, that's true.
It was equal.
Wait. Are we talking about the same shit? What the fuck?
Barry.
Oh, decisions, yes. You're talking about decisions.
Sometimes he
yeah,
overrode
I
me.
forget so
He
much.
nearly overrode me when it came to the Hydra thing. I lost. I only won because of the last minute split between Faye. He overrode me. And he nearly won. He overrode me on a lot of things. I wanted to kick Faye out. He said, no, give it a chance. I wanted to do a few things in war. I wanted to control war. Actually, he took it over. I actually started following him in war. I listened to his comms. It was Code PM. Barry had quite a lot of voice. Chip thinks that he had no voice, which I think was ridiculous. Because he had quite a lot of voice. I listened to him. I let him run his business. I let him lead wars. I let him...
Chip?
Chip thinks that...
You think that Chip thinks that Barry had no voice?
Under my PM, yes.
So that's not true, but I think I understand what he means. Because there was a lot of times, D, that ultimately, if you really wanted to go that far and push that far, you would. I'm just saying how it is, brother. I'm just saying how it is. I'm not gonna fucking, you know me, bro. Like I said before, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I noticed, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm just saying there was times, hence why. It's why, like, you know, I even bring that up.
I say because we don't say president
Because
or
I
vice
want you to
president.
understand that there is.
You say vice
There is
prime
a
minister.
difference between actually
Prime
saying
Minister.
that and there being a PM and a VPM. There is an actual difference, even though there were times where you didn't over. I wouldn't even say that you were overriding. I feel like that you, in those situations, you wanted to make a decision, and this was your opinion, but then you took in counsel from people that you trust a lot, which helped you decide and make a decision in the end. So I see a lot of it as, not all of it, so I see a lot of it as.
Well, let me prove it to you. Please help me get back into the club, at least high command. And Barry and I always said that VPM and PM was basically the same role.
Yeah, but we all know it wasn't. Come on, man.
And ask him.
Obviously, from hang around or from prospect or whatever, and that even patched to a certain extent, you know, they'll you know,
Junior.
they'll see that. But and I come out, we know the.
Ask him.
Come on,
See what he says.
Barry.
Ask him. Was
Okay.
VPM and PM the same role? Did Dundee ever say that we're basically equals?
Okay. Oh, I don't think he's awake right now, but
Ask him
when I see him,
tomorrow.
I'll.
Now, I need
Okay.
to go talk to Faye, and I'll let you know when
Yep.
I need you to watch, because I want to make this clear. I have no intentions of starting any problems with BBMC, because I know there's a few members that think that I do. There's a few members that believe I have terrible intentions and I'm going to hurt members. I need you to be a witness so that when she stabs me, it wasn't me, because then security's going to shoot her.
Listen, I'm pretty confident that there will be other people. I don't think that's. Yeah. I'm
Is it-
pretty confident that she's not gonna go by herself, because as Phila says she is. I don't think she'll go by herself.
Okay.
So there will be other people there.
Well, then you do know what my protection's going to do, right? I don't want that to happen.
Yeah. Well, I can explain that to. I don't even know who's still around, who's still awake, but I'll try and explain that.
My
to
protection is
people
there to
who-
make sure that I don't get ocean dumped, because the whole reason I have them in the first place is because we're scared that some of the members maybe think my worst fears. And if I go alone, I might get ocean dumped or something.
It's tricky because, look, I don't think that you will, but I want to say this just so that I know that, you know, I can hear it from you. Promise me that you will think before you speak. I know, look,
You know this.
I want you to understand this. Yes, this is why I say it, because I know how you are, bro. Promise me this, and when I say to think before you speak, it's because I know that sometimes you will say something, but sometimes you'll mean something else. Sometimes your voice will be raised, but you're not saying it in a bad way intentionally. Now you know this because you're telling me this, right? You understand that tensions will be high with Faye. You know how Faye is.
Mm-hmm.
When I say please think before you speak, understand that I'm trying to say that I don't want her to get the wrong idea so that she thinks that you're trying to talk down to her or whatever, and then she does something crazy.
I agree. I need to go set up and speak with her.
Please, yeah, please just do that.
I will do.
Till then, I appreciate you answering the questions I had, bro.
I hope I can return as a high command member. Because if I never shot anyone, but TJ, Colin, and Barry still get to be just fine, then surely I can come back, right?
Steve, it's so hard for me to tell you this, brother. It's a lot more to it, man, and fuck, it sucks that you just don't remember. Because if you remembered, I think it'll make more sense to you, man.
Well, this should be a surprise to no one. I was shot in the back of the head, and now I don't. I see the stutters, bro. It's my computer.
Talk to you soon, D.
Goodbye. Oh, the double standards, bro. There's double standards. I never shot anyone and I got shot in the back of the head. TJ, Barry, and Colin did shoot someone and they're getting away with it scot-free.
Hello.
Would you like to talk in person, Faye?
I guess we can. Where are you?
I'm just getting some food, and I will see you soon. What's your ping?
736.
736?
Yeah.
I'll ping you soon.
Alright. Bye.
Goodbye, Faye. Huh? I need food before I fucking die, bro. Marty, no! I need Marty! Please, the diner! The diner, please! Fuck. Let me in! Let me in! This isn't a player diner! Oh my fucking god, no way! Oh. I'm dead. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking gonna die. I'm 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 a dead man. I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man. Just give me like...
Telling me.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. There's nothing in here. Fuck me. I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I am literally going to fucking die. Use the... Oh my god. My best guess is the Harmony Diner. Harmony Diner, please! I'm so close to dead, bro. Come on. Fucking most broken car in the server. Let's go. What had to be a who, man? My streamer. Chat, am I your streamer? Oh my god. What the fuck? I'm your streamer. I'm the Dundee taker.
Why do I have hiccups? Why do I have hiccups all of a sudden? What's wrong?
Hello from France. G'day from Australia, mate.
My streamer. I watch Whippy Satch.
Chat, let's get to 4,800 subs today. I'm sorry if I missed a few of your subs. I don't really read subs during those intense moments, but if you sub, I will read them now, I promise. Chat, thank you so much for being here today. We're still continuing the stream, but let's get up to 4,800. Subby wubby. Shoot on head. Oh my god. That's an old meme. 4,800 subbies. We got to get back up to 5K for Christmas. He's not going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'ma know. I'ma know the party. I'ma know. Da 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 da. I'ma know. Unless car ejection. That's not going to happen. Food, please. In. Where is he? Where's he at? Where's he at? Come here, man. Why is it only coffee? Oh my God, no! Excuse me, do you have any food? Your diner's empty.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but our local doesn't want to sell it anymore. So yeah, I'll help you out.
Need something, man, something. I'm starving.
Okay, let me give you that. If you're that starving, let me give you that quick. Grab that quick.
Hey, I'll give you money.
Popcorn, quick.
Popcorn, it's so dry. Oh, man. Oh, nom. Nom. Oh, nom. Nummies. Nom. Nom. Oh. Oh, man. Okay. That was good. Oh. I want nutrients in my body, please.
Nutrients?
Please.
Okay. One combo?
Just, yeah, sure. Whip it up good.
Meat! Any insight for your 3 months in Dundee trying to convince Barry to step up for PM that you killed? I was always curious where you're going with that. It was just random. Oh, was it? Has Dunnos learned about the Lost?
Yeah, I heard you lost your gate. Just like we did. Oh. The gate.
Okay, what's your steady boss?
Cash.
Cash? Okay, it's gonna be $200.
146. You probably have the cheapest food in the city, my friend.
I think so, yeah. Cheapest combo. There you go, sir.
Oh my God, you're a champion. Thank you so much. Nom.
No problem, sir.
Nom.
Yeah, the
Nom.
local want to sell just cola,
Nom.
nothing else.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. Nom. 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 Crunch. 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 I don't think I have anyone that I could.
Yo, what's up, Dunder?
Oh, thank God you're awake. I need your help.
What happened?
Need you to be there for a meeting. Where you at? I'll come pick you up.
I'm at the tower.
Okay, be there soon.
All right, see you soon. All right.
Yo, Fox, gives it to you on sub out to Goat Lady. This is the first gift that's up in the channel. Mithril Fox, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Oh my God, I'm driving Benji's fucking car. He's like, how did you get my car? Okay, I'm driving your car, B. Have you forgotten phase ping? You forgot it. Chat, you forgot it. You forgot. You weren't listening, were you? Chat? What? Were you not paying attention? Chat actually wasn't paying attention. Chat actually forgot. That's funny. That's so funny to watch chat actually forget something. Usually chat never forgets. It's actually hilarious that chat genuinely forgot. It was so long ago, chat. It was not that long ago. I haven't slept. Oh my god. You remember everything else. I think it was 736. A lot of people saying 736. It lines up to be 736. Benji, oh my god, this thing, what the fuck? This car's busted. Bruh, no way. No wonder you can't catch this fucking thing. This thing's nuts. How is this thing not nerfed? It is so annoying how some cars are just blatantly overpowered and aren't nerfed, like, ever. Nobody told me there'd be a quiz.
Many men wish death upon me.
Oh, this is your car, by the way.
Oh, I know.
I went to go take the GTR and I thought, oh, I better not. And then I kicked it in an accident and broke it, so I had to go fix it.
Don't worry, Dunders. When I gave you the keys, I already expected all my cars to be broken at least 3 times. I'm surprised they're not all impounded.
No, I haven't been chased by any cops in at least an hour. No, Miffle Fox, thanks, man. Getting to the UK for I am. Oh my god, get
Wait,
some
in
sleep.
at least an hour.
I haven't been
So
chased by
earlier you
cops
did
earlier.
get chased.
No. I have not been chased by police at all today. It's purely a myth.
Oh, they're busting.
Oh,
here.
they're busting.
Oh my
Stop.
god. Oh my god. Don't stand in the middle. We'll get shot.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm staying still.
Okay.
They're shooting the guy on
Based
the
on
top of
my-
the pride
Based
sticker.
on my analysis and according to the timeline and time zone, it's a CG shooting.
Is it 7 p.m.? Well, there's a meth car. Look.
Where?
Bottom back right.
Oh, Shoka. These guys are getting deleted.
I'm literally not moving. I do not want to be shot. These guys shoot on sight.
Division is based on movement.
I know. So if we go really slow, they shouldn't shoot at us.
Yes, we look less.
He looks so
Suspicious.
suspicious.
we look.
Oh, he
look
wasn't shot.
less
I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna move it.
suspect.
Okay, I'm just
we
gonna
go.
move.
We go.
Yeah,
Drop
we
by
go.
the apartments. Drop by the tier 2 on the left. I need to pick something up. Left, up there.
Isn't this where the shootout's out? It's like all the way up here. So I know they're using
no.
pistols. What happened to the class 2s?
Oh, there are no more class 2s in the city.
What do you mean there's no more class 2s in the city?
Yeah.
The door! Think it's a good choice? Yeah, no, I think it's great. Aren't you fucking cold?
You need to step out and step back in, or else. Okay, we're good. Step in. Let's go.
Aren't you cold?
I just got a bomb just in case. What's the problem? What's
You
going
have
on
a
right now?
bomb!
Yeah, I brought a pipe bomb just in case.
Show me it. I want to look at it. Yo, Jane, that's a fucking pipe bomb. Okay, so we're meeting
probably
with...
not show it during the shootout, bro. Hello?
So we're meeting Faye, and I need you to be there because she wants to know why you were there with Marty in the Billabong.
I just said I was looking for her.
Do not fucking... Please don't throw this.
Okay, sure.
Because she's most likely going to stab me. She's coming at me with the like... She's coming at me with that voice like she's the, you know, like... She's hitting questions, but she knows very little answer to, you know, like... She sees me as I can already tell, she sees me as the worst person to ever exist on this fucking planet.
Really? Which one is she?
She's Faye. She's the one with the blue and the pink... Boss! Blue and the pink hair.
Oh, Faye! The one with the beach crew sometimes.
Yeah, no, she's not a beach crew. She's a prospected member. She's upset that it took her a long time to become the club. And I guess now...
How many votes did you secure today?
0?
Surely not.
That's not looking good, man.
Dundee, you are the kind of guy, Dundee. Listen, all right? I've known you for a long time now. If I left you on an island with like some indigenous people, you would have a cult by the time I return in a week.
I'd have to make a new one. Oh, I don't think this is going well for me, man. I think they want me to join back as a hang-around. And I'm just going to be looked down upon for the rest of my life. For something I can't even remember that I did.
But I don't think any of them would even dare to give you an order anyway.
Oh, trust me. It's just going to be... It's just going to be
run
the worst
some
thing of my
oxy.
life.
You're right.
I don't want to come back to be bullied around. I'm getting confused. So this Norman person that you keep talking about, right?
Okay, yes, Norman.
For my impression, I was shot because he was controlling me to do things, or I wanted to work for him, right?
Yes.
So now that I have no idea who this person is and I have no desire to ever work for this person, why am I still being treated like a terrible person?
Because you made all of them now controlled by him too. So they hate you for it.
How is that my fault? They shot me!
Because you made a deal with the devil, now the devil knows your whole family.
And now another member of the club just made a whole fucking devil thing. And now,
Exactly.
Okay,
Now
so why is he not
never-ending
shot?
cycle.
Why is he not shot?
Because he's not as crazy as you so far.
Oh my god.
You're just crazy. That's the problem.
Leave the car running.
Not bad.
Chat.
Are they coming by boat?
No, they shouldn't be. I just pinged. No, you're part of the meeting, Benji. No pipe bombs.
Honestly, you know what I think. You know what I think, though.
What?
To be honest with you. What were you saying earlier? Like, why isn't he shot yet?
Yeah. I'm sorry, thanks. Give me one moment.
Well, the thing
Remind
is,
me.
he's already becoming a little bit loose. You see how he just shot Junior down?
If they had enough ads, I'm missing little mate. Oh, it's okay, buddy. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Yeah.
That's what happened to you. You like slowly went off the loose end.
She might run me over, by the way. So I'm having one BBMC member watch over just in case.
Holy shit.
Yo,
I've pinged her. What's your ping? So you have an idea where this is going down in case she fucking kills me?
yeah, because letting Faye know. Listen, D. D. How much you trust me, brother?
I trust you enough to be a lookout.
Wait, who is that? Junior?
You trust me enough to not have anyone there with a gun? You trust me enough if I was to tell you that you're gonna be alright?
Not with Faye.
And no one else is gonna be there with a gun.
After I saw what TJ did, I don't know if I can trust Faye. I trust you, but I don't trust Faye.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, D, but...
And I saw what TJ did to you, man. I'm just protecting myself until I want this conversation to build trust.
The stuff, yeah, I know this. After speaking to you, I understand this. I know this. There's a lot of tension there, D.
She had a question
Trust
about
me, if
Benji and
I-
Marty. Well, I got him right here to explain the answers. I want it coming from his mouth, not mine, so she can understand. He's standing
Oh,
right
so
next to me.
she has questions for Benji and Marty.
About them, yes, and I
The
want them to
sniper's
be
here.
here.
Okay. All right. I guess that's a little bit different, but I think she. Wait, what did you say to her, bro?
I said to speak in person.
Oh, yeah, he's talking to us still. I'm with Chip. I'm Chip and Bob. Just I think Chip is on the phone with Fair right now. I think tensions are high. I think she's a little bit uneasy. Like, you know, she feels like that you don't trust her.
I don't. She wants to
Yeah.
stab me, man.
What makes you think that? What makes you think that? How do you? Why would you say that?
Look, man, I don't want to do anything to her, man. I ain't gonna fucking hurt her.
Yes, I know this, D. But look, D. I want to be real. Everything you just told me before, if you truly meant it, you will trust me now, and you'll trust her that she's not gonna do anything.
I trust you. I don't trust her. I'm
D,
trying to build a lot of trust here, man. You fellas shot me in the back of the head.
I know.
And she's pulling up.
D. D.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Yo, so, Mrs. 22 with a big tier 3 for 21 months. Perfect, accurate emote. And 10 to 10, man. Love you, croc kick butt. Thanks, mate. Hello, Faye.
Hi.
I know you have many questions.
One of them is, why are you afraid to talk to me alone?
I'm afraid to talk to a lot of members alone. I was shot in the back of the head. And I struggle to understand why.
Because you'd been betraying the club by working for Number and Bones for over a fucking year because you were too cowardly to face death?
You see, that makes no sense to me, because I don't know who that is.
Yeah, because someone's a fucking idiot who made a deal with this man to fucking erase your memories of him because people don't fucking understand.
To me, I don't know what I've done. I keep being told that I was this terrible person, pointing guns at people, being a terrible leader, just hurting people. Yet I have no memory of this. I have
You
no.
forced the club to sacrifice themselves, their loved ones, and their friends and their family to support you in your life because you were on a mission to create fucking chaos, and because you were too scared to accept and face death on your own, you were hiding behind everyone else that you could. That's what you did.
And that's what I don't remember. You said it yourself. These memories are wiped from me. These ambitions I do not share. This Norman person is a mystery to me. I'm not the person you described me to be. And whatever I did do, I don't have any recollection of it. And if I did do those things, Faye, I am so terribly sorry for who I became. I never wanted to hurt you. Or anyone else for that matter. You're my family. And I guess whoever this person I was working for, who's now brainwashed me to forgetting him, I never want to work for that person again. In fact, I have no memory of ever working for him. I understand that beforehand, outside of my stupid doings. I was a terrible person outside of that. Things that I do remember. I didn't give as much attention as I should to members lower down the chain. I treated them as if they were inferior instead of equals with different jobs. I realized that I ignored people for too long, or I was closed ears to other members of my family. I realized I did stupid things that brought problems to our family. I started wars for what good reason? I costed the club money for what good purpose? I got a shot by the police for no good reason. But in between there, I like to think I did some good things. I think somehow in between the big mess that I made, along the way, we did make a family that used to be an underdog and was considered one of the big gangs. One of the big families. We were the underdogs, but we made it as an A+ group. One that proved everyone wrong. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I never was. In fact, I'm far from it. I was deeply flawed. And I know that I treated you wrong. The person that I used to be, one that I have no memory of. I was disgusted at the thought that that is who I was. You said it yourself. I cannot remember or understand the concept of what I used to be. Because someone went and made another deal. And I know that you're skeptical. You want to know why I brought Benji and Marty down there? I think you answered your own question. I don't remember any of that. And I don't remember why I was shot. Well, at the time, I didn't. To me, I had just been shot by my own family. And now I'm alive again. I've lost keys to all the properties. I've lost access to all the bank funds. As far as I'm concerned, I was a loose end. Why wouldn't you want to shoot me again? The first thing that came to my mind was to not go and run to the BBMC and say, hey, family that just shot me for no reason. Obviously there was, but I wasn't educated on it. I bought insurance because I wanted to further learn what was going on. I bought Benji and Marty because I knew that if my biggest fears were true and that I was a loose end and I was going to be finished off and you guys were going to handcuff me and throw me into the ocean, I'd have some sort of survival. It's obvious that that's not the case.
No, somebody paid a hell of a lot to bring you back. Your son.
Yeah, he told me.
And my issue wasn't so much the inferior as the interchangeable. anybody below you was pawns. You didn't really care who you were using and who you were hurting. And I've said this before, like, if you want to come back as a founder and work your way back up to rank, work your way back up in the club, prove that you've changed by your actions and not just words, I would be open to that. But what I've been hearing is that you're saying it's PM or nothing. And to me, that means you haven't truly changed.
Have you spoken to
You're
Junior?
not willing to... I haven't spoken to Junior, no.
And he'll tell you a different story. It's not PM or
Okay.
nothing.
Okay. So like I've said, and I've said from the beginning, even before you came back, before you knew how we were coming back, if you're willing to come back as a founder, not high command, just founder, and work your way up and prove that you've changed and prove that you're different now, I don't have a problem with that.
What's founder to you? A
The
hang around
is
founder?
Patch Plus. It's a patch member, but slightly better. They're not high command, but they're going to
Like
be
an
included and
OG.
trusted more than a patch member. Like an OG, yeah.
Isn't anything above patch high command essentially?
Because the ranking system is really fucking shitty. But I think you should be able to be a founder without being high command.
Well, here's what I want.
Mhm.
I understand that PM is a massive ask. I don't need to be high command. I could be the bottom of the barrel. Sorry, Benji, I'm sorry. It was an accident, okay?
Do you have
I'm
any
sorry.
food?
Call your shooters off. Call
Do
your
you-
shooters.
Do you have any food?
Yeah, I do
No.
have food. Here, there's a dessert, a donut.
Oh God. Faye, do you have a drink?
I have a drink.
Yeah, I've got a coffee.
Could be poison, don't drink it! Could be poison!
Oh my
It's
god.
fine. I am immune to all poisons.
I'm not gonna
Fine.
poison Benji. It would be a tragedy if the world lost those abs.
Oh,
Hey.
are you flirting with my insurance
Thank you.
fee?
With Riff.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Hey, yo, I mean, he's not dating Ash anymore. I heard he's single.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Why do you have to fall?
Huh?
Please continue your conversation, guys. Before you hit me, yes.
As I was saying, I want to be bottom of the barrel high command. Oh, sure, I would love to be PM. And yeah, initially I thought that, but I realized that that's not possible. So now I want to be, obviously maybe not treasurer, but I don't want to be an enforcer. I want to be in that high command, making those decisions. I know that I won't be the PM. Be like low high command.
Is that realistic though, Dundee? You could be a hang around the BBMC. Nobody would give you an order. You'd be bossing everybody around.
I don't know about that.
I can't imagine anybody telling you what to do. I mean,
Yes,
fair.
I would tell them what to do. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
You
but
probably will,
you
but
you also
Faye.
think that I have a cult that I could make within a week.
Faye, you say that Dundee hasn't changed now that he's back and all he wants is PM and blah blah blah, right? But I mean, the options have been given to Dundee already. I mean, the Dundee 4 months ago would have just agreed to what me and Marty offered him if he wanted it. We told him that if he wanted us to clap all of BBMC over and over again till you guys take him back as PM, we'd do it. He said, no, that's not how I want to get my family back. So he has changed, at least a little bit.
Benji with the truth.
Yeah.
Thank you, Benji. Junior asked, why should I be trusted? Why? What if I wanted to rejoin the club and destroy it from the inside? I think Benji just answered that in case you're
You
worried
don't
about
need
it.
to destroy it from the inside.
Exactly.
Anyone who thinks you do is an idiot.
Well, you just called Junior an idiot because he thought that.
I'm sorry. I stand by what I said. My concern is that
Faye's
you
saucier
coming
than I
back.
remember, man. Do you remember Faye being this saucy? She's fucking turned into Giga Faye. She's changed.
It's
She
been
is fucking
4
cha-
months.
it's been-
Dundas. It's been 4 months.
I don't remember this being Faye.
Well, she's been through a lot, man.
Yeah.
All your boys have been through a lot without you.
It's changed. You were saying, Faye?
My concern is you coming back is part of the man you don't remember scheme. He is expecting it to turn the club against each other. He's expecting you to tear the club apart. He probably expected you to go to war against us, to do exactly what Benji Marty wanted to do. I just don't want that to happen. Because, like you said, the club is a family, and I don't want to see them hurt.
It's this
even by
person,
each
right?
other. Sorry?
Who's this person?
Norman Bones.
Who?
You know, some.
Is this fucking enchantment that he can't even remember his fucking name? Because I'm going to murder
Okay, so
Norman.
Faye,
If that's the fucking case.
I talked to Norman. Okay, I talked to Norman,
Yeah.
Knew me?
and Norman told me
That I was
one of-
pregnant!
Yeah, that
Okay.
and the fact that Dundee has a deal with him, like when he returned, in order to not be affected by him so much anymore. That was one of Dundee's stipulations in Purgatory. He doesn't want to remember shit and be controlled by Norman anymore.
Okay.
But I
Alright.
don't know, Faye. The thing that bugs me, right? The thing that's weird to me is that Dundee did a lot of stupid shit. You know, that's very obvious, especially I'm sure 4 months ago and the months leading towards that point, he did a lot of crazy shit. But I'd be lying to you if I told you that Norman didn't, target BBMC. He told me that BBMC, even without Dundee, are very good at destroying themselves, and that's why he likes BBMC so much. And I think what happened with Dundee might have just been inevitable.
Why is my chat so dumb?
And I don't know. Is it a good thing that Dundee was the first target?
Thank you, Robin.
I don't know.
I think a lot of us, this shit has happened because a lot of people have been acting without thinking first. And if that's what Norman gets off on, then yeah, BBMC is a great fucking feeding ground for him.
Chat, we're having a serious RP moment, and what are you doing? Meant to be super immersed.
I don't think Dundee should have been shot back then. I think that was the stupid decision. I think all of this is a consequence of the actions of members of this club. And I think all of this is going exactly how fucking he who shall not be named wants it.
I'm trying to roleplay,
Then
chat.
you know what's the funniest thing? Okay, just from an outsider's perspective, okay? I've had
Thank you, Vanzi.
I'll be
My chat is
I'll be
straight
brutally
so
honest with you.
stupid,
After
man. I love them so
Dundee's
much.
departure for a little bit, his little hiatus, you guys had I don't mean to offend BBMC by this, okay? Like, I hope you don't take this the wrong way.
I know he means it.
Your fear factor was zero.
He just called you a pussy, Faye.
No, not Faye, but I'm just saying the whole club just
If I
There
stab
was no-
Benji, do the people in Hell shoot me? Just asking.
Yeah.
Curious.
it would be deleted. But no, that's not my point. That's not my point. What I'm trying to say is
No, I get what you're saying.
you guys, okay, you're obviously not the same club without Dundee, right? But now with your current PM and whoever the leadership is, right? You guys are shooting each other, man. You guys are killing each other. You don't know what's going on. Some of you are wearing patches. Some of you are not. Some of you don't like each other being in
Oh,
command.
that's normal, though.
And I've only, yeah, exactly.
Some of us
I've only
are
been
going
here for
behind
2.
each other's
No,
backs
no,
and having
that's what
secret
I'm-
meetings with people who were previously shot in the head. It's great.
No. That's what I'm saying. If it's already normal, and it's always already usually fucked up, what's the fucking difference if it's PM?
The difference is Barry has been working for the last 4+ months, keeping this fucking club afloat. And
Shooting each
the club
other.
has grown and changed a hell of a lot. The shooting each other shit started when you came back.
But is it my fault?
No, it's not your fault.
Look, I just got a question, Faye. I get it that I was this terrible person and I don't remember what happened. But did Colin and Barry shoot me?
I wasn't there. I don't actually know who did what.
Well, I was told, well, Colin admitted that it was him and Barry admitted it was him. So they owned up to it. They said it was them. Were you involved in a meeting before I was shot?
No.
Do you know if anyone else was involved in a meeting before I was shot?
From what I was told, it was spur of the moment.
Pardon?
From what I was told, it was spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment. When I was shot on an island 6 months prior when you were a hang around, did you know if there was a meeting made before that?
I didn't even know you were shot back then, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, that was a while ago. Did we have meetings about Pez before he was kicked out?
Wait, you were shot another time?
Oh, yeah. I nearly disappeared for 4 months, 8 months ago.
What the fuck?
But look, what I'm trying to say is, Pez got a meeting, Wingman got a meeting, Wolfie got a meeting, Riley and Malachi got a meeting, Pez got a meeting. There was a meeting for me, Faye. Because as far as I'm aware, the only person in the club that has shot members intentionally behind the club's back is Barry Benson, Colin McKinley, and TJ Walker. Yes, I accidentally shot Stevie, and that is a mistake. I have no justification for that. That was a complete accident. I have no justification. I was in the wrong, and we have banned that type of behavior. And then the Pez stuff. Yeah, I guess the whole club was kind of on it. He was kicked out of the club. A discussion was at least made. There's not a time where I have shot a member with the intention of punishing them without speaking or collaborating with the rest of the club.
You were going to
first.
sacrifice Antonio.
But I never did.
Because you were shot first. That's the only reason you didn't. Again, I wasn't there, so this is secondhand.
I was never given an opportunity. What if I wasn't going to? What if I had accepted death? Maybe that's why I walked to the cliff. It's foggy. Too many voices. I was never given that chance. That's why I'm asking for you to give me one now. And at least vote to let me come back in as a high command member.
I'm willing to bring you back in as founder. Alright. I'll talk to everybody else, and we will have a meeting about this, and the club will decide.
I really want to say Benji for the pipe bomb. That's a joke.
Anybody can say anything they want to in the moment. I could tell you a million different things. It doesn't mean any of them are true. Especially in this city, what you do is a hell of a lot different than what you say. And I just want to see actions. I want to see how you are without a little puppet master pulling your strings.
Give me that opportunity. How about this? I will have a conversation with Benji, and I will make a deal that you can have a solid 15 seconds touching his abs. Is that a good deal?
Oh!
If I want to touch Benji's abs, him and I will discuss that. Okay, I don't need another man involved.
Of course, with Riz.
Just trying to sweeten up the deal, you know? I mean, I've got abs too.
Nobody wants that.
Fuck, she must really hate me. A combined 30 seconds of touching abs won't even bring me back into the club.
I don't think she
did,
hates you. She's willing to
lot.
give you a chance.
I mean, it's
No, I don't hate you. I'm just cautious, and I don't want people getting hurt.
Thank you for listening and giving me an opportunity, Faye, because the person that you described me as, I have no recollection of. And if I was that person, I am
Recollection.
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 No, but okay.
Relocation. Recollection.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Recollection.
Memory. You have no memory of that person.
I have no memory. I have no memory of that person, of who I used to be, and this Normie Boons person that you speak about. I'm sorry for what I did, for what I did working for that devilish man. I'm sorry for the things that I did as, oh, just me. I'm sorry about how I treated certain members of the club. And I wish that I just wish I got a meeting. Because I was shot twice in the head. One time by Colin and another time by Colin and Barry combined.
And I also wish you'd got a meeting, but, you know, it is what it is sometimes.
I just
Can't take back the past, we can only change how we act in the future.
I'm just really curious as to why the 3 people that shot members in the head are still in the club, but I got shot in the head and not even reconsidered to come back as the position I used to be when all I had was thoughts of it.
And now there's Junior.
Junior?
We don't know. Yeah.
But Junior getting a punishment?
Yeah.
For what?
Lying.
About?
You. He was meeting you yesterday. And not yesterday, but the day before, whenever. The day you came back from the dead, he was meeting with you.
Where?
He met with you before the Billy, and he met with you in the Billy. And he lied to us about it.
I have no comment.
He made up stupid stories, lied, betrayed the trust of the club. So we'll see where the cards lay.
I hope you can forgive me, Faye. You might shout like things in front of me.
Just like I said, I want to see that you've changed. Not having memory of Norman means that you can't learn from the mistakes that you made because of his influence. So I'm curious what kind of man you actually are now.
Benji, let her touch your abs.
I'm gonna touch Benji's abs. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Mikay, thank you for the
Christ.
tier 1 for 2 months, man.
Really? That's how you're trying to win her?
Well, she was interested.
But you came on too strong. For fuck's sake. Who's the next vote, man? How many do you have already?
Not many. I have precisely none.
You have Junior's vote.
I don't know.
What do you
There's
mean you
a
don't
new
know?
one that I want to meet.
Who?
His name is Peter.
The fuck is Peter?
That's what we're gonna both find out together.
I haven't met Peter at all.
There's a member of my club called... Hold on. D, this is Ellie. I don't know if you remember me. I was born under Jesse. I'd like to have a chat if you're open to it. I wanna meet with this Peter person. I hope he's another Australian.
Australian. Perfect.
Hello.
That's crazy. I can't believe you got
Hello,
shot
Peter.
a previous time.
My name is Erwin Dundee.
I am your father.
Oh, aye. What are you saying, Erwin?
I'd like to meet you in person. I was the previous founder and prime minister of your club before you were entered as a hangaround.
I'm aware of that.
And I will be your PM again.
I'd like to discuss I would like to discuss the story with you and hear your side.
I mean, I'm down.
Bro, I'm so
What's your ping?
invested
You know-
in this shit. Holy
It's 962, but you're not gonna waste my time, are you?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I don't want to hear no empty threats or nothing. I don't, you know, I'm as clueless as anyone in this situation, so I just want honesty, right?
That's all I'm here to give you, Peter.
All right, well, I'll pull up.
I've sent you a ping. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
We'll see you soon.
See you shortly.
He's fucking Scottish! He's Scottish!
He's Scottish.
He's Scottish!
Ooh, cool.
Biddies!
You got do Australians get along with the?
I don't see him. I'm
cats?
saying both sides. Huh?
You guys get along with people from Scotland?
Well, I guess so. He's in my... Well, maybe he's from England. Maybe he's a bruv. Got a Mandem member.
Just talk about how you guys are part of the Commonwealth.
Ugh.
Bloody hell, mates. I didn't know you had a roadman in the BBMC.
Is Sweden from England?
No.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. What kind of question is that?
Well, is it like a...
You just part
Don't worry.
Scandinavian,
Don't
bro.
worry. Don't worry. I thought it was like a state, you know how like in Australia you got like what, Queensland, New South Wales, like was Sweden like a state in Europe?
It's a country in Europe. Like an actual big country. Oh. Bro, your homeschooling is painfully obvious, bro.
I mean, like
Holy
all of
shit.
Australia is like a state, right? We don't have like countries within Australia. Like all of it's Australia, right? We have states, like different states, but it's all Australia. But over there,
Just
over
when
there,
is
it's like
Sweden
different
a
countries.
state?
Well, like over there, like in Europe, right? Like in Europe, you have like miniature countries inside and not states. You know how like America... Wait, does
What?
England have states?
There's like counties.
So states.
Yeah, kind of like states, yeah.
So like what's North England?
I can't remember. What's north of England? Let me think.
Never mind. Our Scottish friends arriving. Is that the Subaru that I lost earlier? Did you happen to sit... Why the fuck do you look like my husband and TJ fucked each other and spat you out?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, go on.
What are you saying, bro? You good?
Good fun.
Oh. Hello, Peter.
Hello.
I am the ex-leader of your club.
I've gathered.
I'm curious to know what you know. What do you know of me?
Nothing short of what it says that you were at the courthouse, to be honest. So, yeah, you tell me who you are and what you once was. That's how we start with that.
Peter, a long time ago, I met Barry Benson trying to steal a van just so we could go rob a house. We argued on the van because we'd both been looking for half an hour and we all had a house that was about to expire. We started fighting over the van, but then we thought, why don't we just rob each other's house and we help each other using the van? From that moment forward, we became best friends. We worked together for a long period of time. Eventually we met a few other people, but with him and I, we made this club called the Bondi Boys and Babes Motor Club. We decided we wanted to use our amazing skill and use it to make a name. While he wasn't always the Vice Prime Minister, I was always the PM. We had another person called Riley Carter, but she wasn't a good fit and she left. During this time, our club grew. In moments it cracked. But we were the underdogs for quite a long time. Looked at as kind of like a peasant. Nobodies. Civilians in a gang. But over the test of months and time, we built the BBMC, and then we faced our truest test of them all. Have you ever heard of the 45-day war?
Yeah, I have heard of that. I'm well aware of that.
Whilst we weren't victorious every week, we showed that we were capable, and we were no longer an underdog. We wiped the PD. We robbed multiple banks. We fought the biggest gangs, and it wasn't whilst we didn't win the war, it wasn't a landslide. Under my leadership, and with the help of the club, especially Barry Benson, we made a fantastic group of not only some of the best members of the city working together, but we made some of the best friends and stories along the way.
Bravo, Dandy, bravo! I moved!
Thank you, Benji.
Holy shit.
As it's been explained to me, thou because I have no recollection, at one moment, I had been arrested by Sam Bass, who is the chief of police. They had a plan to kill me. Well, it didn't start out that way. From my understanding, as it took months to learn and uncover the truth, I'd been arrested by Trooper Andrews and Sam Bass. And Sam Bass put me in the back of Trooper Andrews' car. Trooper Andrews wasn't aware of this and got on the phone to Judge Bailey. And Judge Bailey and Trooper Andrews discussed some corruption. And I heard all of it. Knowing that I was a leak, Sam Bass and Tony Andrews, certified police officers, worked together to throw me into the ocean. I was killed. And then I was brought back. I made a deal with apparently the devil. I grew a beard, my hair became dark, and I went on a murderous rampage with my club. As far as I'm aware, even though I've been gone for 4 months, I still have the highest record of attempted murder of government employee. And I have not shot cops for at least 6. As for an idea of how mad of a murderous rampage this was, you've seen my record, a terrorist, drug trafficker, human trafficker. I caused all the chaos that this person wanted.
Prostitute!
Yes, I was also a prostitute. Now, this is where things become fuzzy. Well, it's all been fuzzy. Everything I'm telling you so far about this Norman person is just what I've been told. I don't recall any of this. I want to make that clear. Everything that I'm telling you about this Norman person is something that I myself have been taught.
Alright.
Now, apparently this Norman person then wanted me to cause problems within the club. And that's what I did. And as Faye said, apparently I was scared to die, because I was going to go back to where I was if it wasn't for him. One day, apparently I took it too far. I pointed a gun at Barry Benson. Now, I don't recall that, but apparently I did. Now, without speaking to the rest of the club, Barry Benson and Colin McKinley put me on full display and shot me in the back of the head and then explained the full story. Three days ago, I woke up. It felt like 4 days ago I was part of the club. It was like a blink. As if, it was just a blur. It doesn't feel like 4 months have passed to me. Feels like 5 days ago it was September. And now I'm here. And I'm pregnant. Isn't that right,
The
Benji?
fuck?
Like Danny DeVito
Yes.
in Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
That's what I keep being told. I also keep being told that I am pregnant.
Congrats.
Thank you. But it appears that my club is very unhappy with me. I became a terrible person, doing terrible things, and I wasn't Bondi till I died. A phrase that you have probably heard numerous times. There is a black Lexus behind you. Is that yours?
What?
Is that with you?
Yeah, I've not told no one to come down. I assume that is. Okay, there you go.
Oh, hello. You ordered a Bondi Uber. All right,
Yes,
there you
please.
go.
I'm so fucking hungry.
See, I got
Holy
a
shit.
You were the next
dessert
person!
here.
Make sure you take a picture.
Dessert.
Take a picture that we've delivered it. Make sure there's
Yeah, there's a drink there.
Take a picture.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Did
All
you
right,
call
can you
Buck?
so much, Jen.
please rate
Benji!
me 5 stars?
I called
Benji!
you. I'm so hungry.
Did you call them?
First,
Did you
I'm
fucking
so
did you
fucking-
call them for food in the middle of the meeting?
I'm
you
sorry.
fucking
I'm
kidding
so
me?
fucking-
Really?
I almost passed out, bro.
I have food
I'm sorry.
on me.
Oh, I didn't want to interrupt you talking.
Really? So you called BBMC Uber?
They replied so fast.
Well, you pulled me in for a comedy show or what?
Okay.
I thought you weren't gonna waste my time. What's this?
I'm not gonna waste your time.
Be serious.
What I'm trying to say is, Peter, I know you have no idea who I was. But before I became under the influence of this Norman person, I used to be very different. But during this time under that leadership, with the help of the family that you're now part of, we helped make what was an underdog family into one of the strongest that there was. I got myself kicked out of it. I made a mistake, poor decisions, and I was influenced by external factors outside of my control. When I returned, I'm no longer controlled by these external forces. I'm no longer under the influence of these fucking terrible people. And I am just myself now.
Okay.
And I want to rejoin my club.
And it's just interesting. How do you want, like, you've obviously got like an idea how it's going to play out in your head. How would you ideally like to join back the club?
Well, there's the way that I want and then the way that it's most likely going to happen, obviously. If this world was all sunshine and rainbows, I'd be PM and go back exactly the way it was. Barry Benson, you know, would go back to being Vice Prime Minister, which isn't necessarily underneath me. It's pretty much the same race, same rank,
Yeah.
and I would take over as PM again.
Yeah.
But as standard, that's not really possible.
Nah, actions have consequences,
They do.
as you can clearly see.
Well, I'm currently living through them. So I would like to rejoin the club as a high command position with the intentions of working my way back and proving to you and the new members and the old members that I hurt that I should be worthy of the PM once again.
Okay, see, sounds somewhat reasonable compared to forcing your way back into Prime Minister like you first said. You want me to be real with you?
Please do.
So, if you really love this club, would you not set the highest example possible?
That's what I want to try and do.
So wouldn't you just, you know, I wouldn't say drop your standards, and I get like why you wouldn't want to be a prospect or a patch star. I get what you're saying. You know, you've been Prime Minister before, you know, but if you really, really love this club and you wanted the betterment of the club, why are you still talking about you? Why is it still all about you? Why don't you just come back and prove everybody wrong, but you want the best for the club? Because I'll be real.
'Cause
I'm
I
gonna
need
tell you
your
something I've
vote.
not told anyone. Yeah, I'm well aware of that. But you want my vote, and you want everyone else's vote, but within under 24 hours, you've changed from only want PM, then you want this, then you want this. It's not very trustworthy, brother. Let me tell you that. Just be open and honest and say it how it is, and it's the more you chop and change, the less people are gonna. How can I trust that? You know?
Because I'm realizing, because when I wanted to become PM, I wasn't aware, when I had that conversation, I wasn't aware what I did. You have to remember that I'm learning a lot about what I did. This Norman person I'm learning more about. Because from my perspective, I was under the impression that I was betrayed. I thought I was this perfect fellow that had just been betrayed, shot in the head for no arguable reason. But as the days have gone on, I've learned that I was not the person who I thought I was.
Hey, we're both in the same boat. When I first heard about you, and when I was a hang-around, I was asking Ed, who was my jacket, what is the BBMC? What does the BBMC stand for? And do you know what his first reaction was? Go and look up Erwin Dundee. So this was after I asked him, you know, what sort of people are in BBMC? What does it take to be BBMC? What is that lifestyle? And he told me to look up your names, to which I did. I then looked at all your crimes, the terrorism, this, that, all of the crimes. You know what's on there. I don't need to tell you. I'm not a book. I kind of thought you were cool. I'll say how it is. If people say, you know, that isn't cool at face value, they're lying. Or they just know something else, you know? Maybe deep down you are rotten, or was rotten. And if you had come back like you are now, and this is real, you are being real, come back and show it. But I mean, that's for you, right? You need to show your intentions. You need to understand, you know, wanting to kill prospects isn't okay. You need to understand you was not a nice guy to certain people. Look how you treated Faye. I know I don't know both sides of the story, and I'm sure you can enlighten me with anything you want. You've got the opportunity now. But I thought you were cool, bro. I'll be real. I was like, shit. Imagine fucking the police up like that. Imagine being a terrorist. Like that's why I signed up for this shit. And then the more I learned about you, bro, I don't think you was as Bondi as you thought you was. I don't know what Bondi, you know, true Bondi member would want to harm another, no matter how high you are up the spectrum, whether you're PM or a prospect, you know? I thought we all are meant to be on the same page.
But I was wrong.
Meant to go for the same thing. Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
right.
and I'm glad you're, you know, I'm glad you're accepting this now.
Because
But what just says, what about you come back in and you go back on your word and you go, you want to use, like, for example, I'll tell you what's wrong. I've got a couple of opinions on this club. I think maybe I can't distinguish if this is when you were poisoned with that fuckface Norman Bones and you were being a prick, or when you was normal Dundee. But I can tell you right now, using the patch to get what you want, also I don't believe to be BBMC. Because I've heard a lot of instances of you're talking about you've been helping the club, but you're $3 million in debt. I don't know how delusional you are, Mr. Dundee, but that's not helping nobody.
will you explain why I went into debt?
You enlighten me. This is me speaking to you, not someone else. You tell me why you was in debt.
Because I was the fall guy for a long period of time. When the club first started, what would happen, right, is I would be the guy that got caught so the others could get away. So let's say we're driving a car, right? So we would rob the bank, or we would rob something. And then I would be the guy driving the car. Now back then it was different. PD cars were fucking cracked. Civilian cars were shit. No one had an A+. It was tough times. The only way to get away was car swaps. And so what would happen was ultimately one of us was always getting caught. Because ultimately we also weren't that great back then. Also just kind of sucked back in the early days. And so if times got rough where we don't think we could get away, we'd have stash cars. We'd get the loot out, but someone needed to keep the cops distracted. And that person was usually me. Now, when we started getting good, right, I decided, before we started getting good, I just decided, I'm just going to tank the debt because I'm going to jail so much. We're just we're breaking even, right? We'd rob a bank, go to jail, and the debts would equal out the money that we made. So I thought, well, if the only thing I need is a house and a car, why don't I just give it to Barry and I'll just go into debt, and when I need a car, I'll just use his. That's what we did. And it just kept racking up. And it got to 100K. Then 200, 3, 4, 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil. And then it just got to a point to where paying it off was pointless. What was the point?
Is it though?
The reason I say that is because if you had to pay off my debt because I was the one always staying back so the rest could get away, there'd be two problems. One, look at the club's finances and remove $3.5 million. Two, consider all the jobs where the money got away because I got caught. Sometimes I had to go and shoot a cop. Sometimes I had to get out and get a gun. Sometimes I'd have to get out the car and start busting just for the rest to drive away. Sometimes I had to be the distraction.
See, I see what you're saying actually. You know, I can somewhat agree to that, right? But as Prime Minister, and you're meant to be the knucklehead here, right? You're meant to be the brain, and everyone, you know, you all go in the same direction, so you all jump on board, you all jump on ship. How the fuck did you not notice after a while, right? Do you not think that's an issue? Being what is it, $3.something million in debt? Like, you can only do that for so long until it becomes an actual burden.
Oh, I see that.
True.
I see that, but
I agree with
but the
Peter.
question is,
and if you're doing that, but imagine, let's flip this. Imagine if a prospect done that and then come into your club. What the fuck? What? It's the same. It's the same.
and we usually pay off their debts. But my question is it worth $3.5 million? Is the problem $3.5 million worth? Like, would you rather? Because then I'd have to be positive money. So let's make it 4, because all that money that I have in debt is money that the club hasn't spent on me. That's money that the club profited. Because if you get into a cop shootout, we tend to try and pay off the fine if you go into debt, right? But
yeah,
let's remove $3.5 million. Because sometimes we've gotten away, right? And the profit will be 80K, but my fine will be 50. At the time, that can be 3 grosses. That's enough between the difference of winning or losing a war fight. And ultimately, at the time, you have to remember back then, the only thing we were really missing out on was me owning a car. Because I don't see what I gain. Because I wasn't interested in my personal vehicle. I mean, I was, but, but only thing we would gain, me being out of debt, was someone else could hold some cars to have asset fees. You don't want to know what else I've become? I've become an extra bill that needs to be paid.
I mean, you just turn into an asset fee, I'll be real.
Yeah, I would.
And when an asset has a fee, it isn't really an asset, because an asset's supposed to give you money, it's supposed to make you money. That's an asset.
I do make
cash
money.
flow.
So the thing is, I gave my cut to the club. Every dollar I ever had never went to my personal account. I just put it in the club's bank account. So if we robbed a bank, my money would go into the club's bank account.
Alright, I see what you're saying.
If I had to get out of debt, I would still give a cut to the club, but it'd be much smaller, right? And then, me being the PM, let's be honest, where's my personal cut going to go? You know exactly where it's going to go. It's going to go right back into the club.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, right? But like, as someone, you PM, you're all this. People sometimes will need to rely on you, right? And I'm not saying you didn't have the best intentions, right? Your intentions could have been the best, but that doesn't mean it's still a good scenario. And every situation is going to have a turning point, and the turning point of being that much in debt isn't a good thing. It will bite you in your ass one day. You do know that, right?
I know.
I would rather you. Why can't you just sit here and go, right, that is a problem. I'd be better off with. You're better off not in debt. You as a person would be better off not in debt. That's a fact.
If there ever came an opportunity where getting off the debt would not be a problem and would be beneficial, I'm 100% being open to getting out of debt. But until that day comes, right now, well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not part of the club at the moment. I
had like 2 days.
What do you mean?
We're doing the casino for you.
Well, if I'm out of debt, so be it. But I also believe, because I see it two ways. I can take that money from the casino and get out of debt, or I could take that money from the casino and give it to the club. One of them benefits the state, the other one benefits the club. Because could the club use an additional 3.5 million? That's how I've always viewed it. I've always, like, I would love to get out of debt. I'm not against getting out of debt, but what do we need more right now? Do I need to get out, like how much is me being in debt limiting the club? That's how I've just always viewed it. Like, Peter, I've got nothing against being out of debt. I actually really want to get out of debt. I really do. But I would much rather my money go to the club and I just have to have keys to someone else's house and shared garage.
No, I do see what you say. I get your point, right? But this one I'm going to hit you with a bit of logic. That person ain't going to be around forever. And it's like, you, of all people, need to set an example, right? Whilst, you know, I agree with how you've, like, the angle you're taking on it. Let's just say that guy dies, right? And then you have to move on to the next person. And then you have to move on to the next person. People should be leaning on you. You should be the top of that support structure, the strongest foundation within the structure, you know? People should have to lean on you when they're somewhat breaking. You need to be the toughest one. And I get what you're saying. If you are true in what you're telling me, fair, all right, your intentions are good, but I feel like you're beating around the bush and you're trying to, you know, curveball the problem by making it into a positive. Just look at it at face value for what it is. It makes you less of an asset when you're supposed to be the biggest asset there for the betterment of the club. Otherwise, what's the point in you being PM?
I can entertain that thought. I mean, I completely agree with you. I don't really have much of a downside. I don't disagree with you at all, Peter. I do want to get out of debt and lead more by example. It would be so much better if I wasn't having to wait for people to wake up to get cars. But at the same time, I also had multiple people that I had keys to places. I always had a vehicle somewhere. We have the shared garage. We have multiple homes in the Billabong. And all the money that I did make went to the club account. And then that club account was used to pay for asset fees of the cars that I was using. It was used for the guns. It was used for the homes. If I made 100K, I'd just give it to the club account, and then Barry or TJ would go and spend it on wherever it needs spending. And what my fear was that if I put it in my own personal account, and that's money that would go to what? The same thing. It would go to wherever the club needed it. Now, if there comes a day where me being in debt is actually legitimately, desperately hurting the club, I'd be out of it faster than shit through a goose, don't you worry. I would make it a mission to get out of debt. I would suit my bank account's needs for whatever benefits the club the most. If I come back as PM and we sit down and we discuss and we learn that me being in so much debt is actually a legitimate negative, more than it is a benefit, I would get out of debt. I would. I'm completely up for it, Peter. It just needs to be decided.
You've been Bondi before, right? I don't do this. I learned the hard way. Don't tell me, show me. What's stopping us going on a weed run? What's stopping you, you know, reaching out? You may have done some bad shit, but if you approach certain situations better, and if you approached us better and talked to us better, you know, if people have a certain opinion, like you and Barry go way back. It's the way you approach the situation, right? I feel like from the situations that you've done yesterday and the talks you've had prior to mine, you had a different approach. You didn't have this approach, I'll tell you that for a fact. So you've obviously changed. I don't know if Benji's been in your ear, or Marty's been in your ear, or who's been in your ear and set you straight. But whoever that is a good friend.
Oh, Peter, you know what they recommended?
That is so true.
That's not what you wanted me to do. What did you want to do when I came back?
I wanted you to get out of debt.
Okay, what you really wanted me to do? The BBMC, when you learned what happened.
Whoa. That was a separate offer in case you wanted it.
Come on, we're all people, no bullshit. Let's just say it's words.
Were you
it's not gonna hurt me.
Wait, I don't even know what the conversation is about right now. I haven't been listening.
You offered to go to war with BBMC. GG and Seaside are gonna team up, go fuck up BBMC is what was offered.
Yeah, if you wanted it.
And what did I say?
What does that achieve?
Nothing.
Yeah, but
Other
Other
than
than
one.
destroying what this guy loves. You're
exactly.
destroying what this guy
That's
loves.
why. That is the point, Peter. He loves you guys so much.
How much do you love him?
That I think too much, actually.
So, how long did it take you to start worrying about his disappearance?
When I found out he was disappeared.